You know, for the longest time, I can remember wanting some sort of peace in my life. I wanted to feel safe. I wanted to finally be able to settle down and feel safe somewhere. And I was always looking for that safety, that security outside of myself, in someone and something. And I've come to realize that nothing outside of myself can give me that safety. We live in a world where we're told so much so that we are not worthy, we don't have value until we have something outside of ourselves that tells us that this means you have value because you've been able to attain this money, attain these cars, attain these clothes, this husband. That means that you have value and you're worthy now. That is not true. God wouldn't have made us if we didn't intrinsically have value, have worth. But we've let ourselves become so indoctrinated by the standards set by the world. They want us to feel like we lack value, that we're not worthy, to not believe in ourselves. Because if we do that, then we are tapping back into our power. And then we can't be controlled. We're not falling for the okie doke. They want to sell us something, sell us a dream. But then you find, as you go on your journey, you attain this thing and that thing and these things, that is not where your value, your worth comes from. And if you put it on those things, then as soon as those things dwindle or they go out of your life, there goes your self-esteem. There goes your worth. Like, how out of control is that? To feel that you need that thing outside of yourself to make you feel good, then you're always topsy-turvy. You're always on this roller coaster ride. I found this sense of security and sense of worth within myself. I've done like nervous system work to be able to feel safe in my body. And I decide that I get to feel good. I don't have to have something outside of myself to make me feel good. Don't you hate the feeling of like, well, if I don't have this, all of a sudden, well, I feel bad or I feel good. That you're being controlled. It doesn't feel very good, does it? And sometimes when you start feeling like you're out of control because you put so much power in these things, then we start to want to control other things and other people. Well, I have to make sure that this is in this place and this person is doing this thing and I have that thing, because if not, oh my God, I don't know, I'm gonna like lose it. Like, no, you can't lose it. Something you've never had. You need to actually find it inside yourself. Inside yourself. Meditation has literally changed my life. Because before then, before meditation, before nervous system work, especially the vagus nerve work, I felt so disgruntled inside, so unsafe. Any little thing would have me, kind of shaken or stirred. Now I can't be shaken, I can't be stirred, because I decide, no, nothing outside myself gets to make me feel bad. Happiness is a discipline. This is a choice. I get to make the choice every day to choose what feels good, because that's the value, to find what feels good, to choose what feels good. And then when you have that value, then you won't let all these things shake you. You won't let all these things shake you. Success and abundance and wealth means different things to different people. And I feel like in society there's been this one size fits all standard place that you are not successful, you're not wealthy until you have these things, these accolades. But we are abundant. That's all there ever is. Even when you have supposed lack, there is an abundance of lack. So there's only ever abundance. Wealth is a mindset. Wealth is a mindset. That's why if somebody has the wealthy mindset, they don't have to worry. They don't have to worry because the reflection will be reflected on the reality of, on the space of reality for them to see it. I've learned so much on this journey. I've actually gotten more than I bargained for because I was trying to manifest things, but I've actually gotten something even better than things. The things like that, you know, like that I have and that, you know, are coming in and stuff like that are nothing compared to the abundance that I feel inside. You also feel like so abundant just also helping people, like putting a smile on people's faces, because the truth is they are you. Like I am another you. Like we're all one. And I find that when I put out good energy to other people, it just, that energy comes back. It's like instantaneous. But yeah, like I've learned a lot on this journey, and I found true wealth inside myself that nobody can ever take away from me. And I shan't let the world's dogma and stigma make me feel like I need something outside of myself to make me who I am. I always am who I am. I've always been who I am. And I think when you decide that you get to be happy, you get to be who you are no matter what happens, you become a huge rebel, because now they can't try to sell you a dream like, hey, look at where you're lacking here, look at what you're missing here. Don't you want to buy a product? Don't you want this thing to make you feel like you're worthwhile? Why would God have made me if I was not worthwhile? Just because you have a standard in your mind of what I'm supposed to look like, of what other people are supposed to look like, does not mean anything. Because God is creative. God created so many different versions of us. So why the hell do we let society make us believe that it's one type of person that looks one way is what is beautiful? And then, you know, you run and try to look like that thing. But what if the things meant for you, the people meant for you, were looking for someone that looks like you? Now you look like a whole other person because you let someone convince you that you needed to do something else, you get something else that doesn't even align with you to feel that you have value and worth. And there's nothing more attractive than someone that stands in their truth and knows who they are. And I wasn't always like this, you know. I went through a long journey, you know, after dealing with like narcissistic abuse growing up, and, you know, attracting, you know, a partner that was like that, and just constantly having my solar plexus, my confidence, my sense of worth, like being attacked and diminished. I've had to build that up, and then we also have it in the collective unconscious. It's constantly, they're constantly beating like into our sense of worth and confidence, especially like women. Like, you're not worthy unless you have this shape. You're not worthy unless you have these features. You're not worthy unless you're this color. Says who? Why the hell would God have made all of these different kind of people if one type of person didn't have value? That doesn't even make sense. It's not even logical. It's not even logical. When people try to do these things, you have to ask yourself, like, is this even logical? Like, does it make sense? Because shit's not adding up. They really want to make you believe in these dogmas. And African Americans, they try this. They try to tap into their confidence and make them think that they're less than. This is not true. Whether you are African American, whether you are Caucasian, whether you are Hispanic, whatever the hell your race is, God created all of us, and we are all beautiful. We're all one, just expressing ourselves in different ways. So why the hell will I let society make me believe that because I'm not a certain color, because someone else is a different color, this is not the case. These are all dogmas set to separate everybody. Because if we united and showed up as one collective, then we would be way too powerful. This is how they, attack us, by divide and conquer. Divide and conquer. And we fall for the okie doke. Divide and conquer when it comes to men and women. Divide and conquer when it comes to race. But divide and conquer when it comes to all kinds of different things. And then we then try to attack one another, but we're just attacking ourselves. Things won't stop until we learn to love ourselves and love our neighbor as we love ourselves. And when you love yourself, you intrinsically end up loving the other person anyway. I'm sick and tired of the hate. I'm sick and tired of the dogmas. I'm sick and tired of this bullshit. We all have to tap back into who we are and not let society's dogmas make us believe that we are less than, because we are not. We are made with worth, and we will always have worth. Nobody can take that away from us, try as they might.
Hopefully that recorded, because